ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Eve Echo Simply Explained. The topic today will be fittings. The game makes it look fairly complicated, but do not panic. It's actually pretty simple once you know what you're looking at. So it's going to be my goal today throughout the video to, by the end of it, you're going to know what this screen is, what it does, and maybe have a good idea of what kind of things to put on your ship. Keep in mind, I'm not going to give you exact fittings for every single ship in this video. This is a Simply Explained video where you're going to know what you're doing and have a general idea of how to help yourself by the end of it. If that sounds appealing to you and you want more of these videos, please do subscribe so I know more people want to see these, as I typically make more videos based upon the thing that give me more subscribers. Seems fairly obvious. Thank you for watching this video, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, for now, don't worry about what's underneath my web camera square here. I'll move that when we get to talk about this. But let's talk about the things on the left side of the screen here. Now, the first thing we're going to be looking at is the slots. These are the most obvious things. For instance, the top one here, this is your high slot. This is for damage. Think of this like a weapon slot from World of Warcraft, okay? If you equip a new sword, you're going to do more damage. However, in this game, also keep in mind that there is things like accuracy. Think of it this way. If you're a big guy with a big battle axe and you're swinging it and just demolishing medium-sized dudes, okay? A small man, about, let's say a gnome, okay? A goblin, runs up behind you and stabs you in the back, and you, for the love of you, can't hit this guy with your battle axe. How many times have we seen that in a movie? That is something that's very real in Eve and in Eve Echoes, okay? So if you put huge, massive laser cannons on your ship, like large ones, and then you're trying to shoot a tiny little frigate, that might not work so great. Let's go ahead and equip one myself. I'm a laser guy. So I think I'm going to go ahead and look and see if I have a beam laser. And if I don't have a beam laser, I'm going to settle with a pulse laser. Doesn't look like I have a beam laser. See, these ones are all pulse and those are medium sized, but this is a destroyer. I think I'm more comfortable putting a smaller one on there. Oh, here we go, a small beam laser. So I'm going to click that. I'm going to fit it on there. Now, as there's two slots and these are identical, I'm going to go ahead and put another beam laser if we have one. There we go. Beam laser is now added. Our two high slots are now full. We basically have two swords, okay? Now, if we look here, check this out. This is the medium slots. Well, what are the medium slots? Well, the medium slots are actually really cool because they allow you to add in kind of special effect type of weapons or modules. So, for instance, this is a stasis webifier. And what a webifier does is when you're within a certain range of somebody, you can put it on them and think of kind of like a tractor beam trying to slow them down and they're trying to break free from it. That's basically what it does. It slows that person down. But there's other modules you can put on ships too. There's ones that like steal energy, for instance. You can be a vampire and load up and steal their capacitor so that way they don't have energy. For instance, I like having a webifier on it because if you slow their target, remember how I was talking about trying to aim it? If you're that big guy and you slow that little guy, it will be easier to hit him then. Think of it that way, okay? Now these slots here are medium slots. And there, again, there's many more types of things that can go into the medium things, but you know, the medium fittings here. But we aren't going to go into extreme detail on every single one. This is an overview video. We'll go more into detail on all of them in more advanced coming videos. Now, these slots here that look like the little grappling hook, these are drone slots, okay? So there's a few different types of ships you can put in here. There's like civilian, hobgoblin, acolytes, a few different ones. If you see civilian, it means it's like the cheapo one that you can buy from the store. You guys know that. I think like a lot of the Navy assembly type plants sell those type of things. Whereas if it's like a Mark I or something, someone either like found it or made it. And prices are fluctuating pretty high right now. So if you are trying to fit your ships, I would recommend just picking up civilian is one tip at the moment. Don't waste a lot of your money. And there is a tip I'm going to give to my subscribers if you're watching this, which is if you want to be like insanely rich, what you want to do is go farm. Just go farm ISK normally like everyone else is doing, like through encounters or pirating and stuff. Again, I'll have more videos on that. Take it and buy Plex. Okay, Plex will go up over time like a stock and you will be insanely rich later. That's what I'm going to do, but I have to pay off a $200 million debt still. Okay, let's keep going. So you can go ahead and load in these ships by clicking on them here and then adding them into your launch tube. The launch tube means they're loaded and ready to go, and you can deploy them and click on them like they're weapons when you're flying around. The drone bay is where you have your backups. So if these ones blow up, they target them down and kill them. A lot of times the NPCs don't target it. I haven't lost a drone yet, just saying. But PvP, people could shoot down your drones. And then you could reload them, okay? So far we're good. So we now have our weapons here. We have kind of our modifiers here. And then now we've got these ones here, okay, to deal with. And if we look here, well, what it is the low slot here. There's all kinds of stuff. The low slot might be the most important almost, because it's going to give you both defensive and like heavily supportive modules of afterburners, propulsion, shield boosters, hardeners. So like a hardener makes your shield stronger. A booster gives you a larger number, flat number of shield, right? There's all kinds of different things. Think of it like a temporary max health potion versus a plus defense, okay? Like a defense potion, different things, right? There's all kinds of things that go in the low slot. But keep in mind, while we're filling up these slots the whole time, and you can also do, these are actually really cool too. You can do these like stabilizers or heat sinks for your weapon, which what those essentially do is they allow you to like shoot your primary weapon more. So you can fit in the different fitting slots. You can fit in modifiers for other slots. So it's like, all I want to do in this slot is throw in a bunch of capacitor batteries, and then that'll boost my capacitor, and then I'll do heat sinks, which makes where I can fire my lasers quicker. And since lasers draw from energy, it's just like, let me just pew quick. You can build it different ways, but then you don't have defensive modules, so you might blow up quicker, right? This is why this game is really best played within the corporation. Shout out to the Well Pod. Woo! We out here. We actually have 120 people so far and over 500 people in the Discord. I'm going to plug the Discord. We have 511 people last time I checked, and Discord's only been out like 2 days, 3 days. It is very rapidly growing, very nicely built. Shout out to Rick Ashley for building it for me. Thank you very much. So please do join. I'll have it in a pinned comment and in the description. And there's more information, guides, tutorials, links to calculators, images with like infographic images, stuff like that within the Discord. And another way, just to see real quick some another available modules, if you want to just kind of browse, is you can just go to the market and see what's available. Be like, oh, okay, here's some electronic warfare ones. Here's the Stasis Webifiers. I'm talking about the different Mark ones or so. These are the Drain ones I was talking about. Here's a Mark 7, man. That would be nice. 400,000 for a Mark 7? What? I'm actually going to buy that. I'm literally going to find a way to buy this right now. And if you really, really don't want to do the fittings, like let's just say you don't want to figure any of this out, okay? What you can do is when you're here, you can just click on this button with your ship, recommended fittings, POW. It will build you it out. Now, this isn't available on all ships, but it's available on a pretty good amount of the starting ones until you figure it out. And then you can just be like, oh, it recommends me drone damage, a burner, a small armor repair, a slow, and 2 small beam lasers. Okay, well, yeah, sure, I'll apply it. If you don't have it, it will fail. You'll have to go obtain the modules, aka purchase them. I was thinking of naming her self-promotion. You should like, comment, and subscribe. To make up for that terrible self-promotion, I'm going to show you a bonus tip. Make sure you sign up for your Google Play points. If you go to Play Points, you can sign yourself up. What happens is when you spend money in any game, and Eve Echoes is a mobile game, you will get bonus points, which then you can use and redeem those bonus points for straight up credit card. Here, look, Google Play credit. Look, I can just buy this. $10 credit. There we are. Now I have a balance, and that was free. And that was just for spending money that I was going to spend anyway. Okay, sign up for it. It's on the Play Store. You can use BlueStacks to do this as well. So when you purchase something in the game, like if I spend $5 right here, look, I get a bunch of points, or I can use my Google Play balance, POW. Now I just got in-game currency in Eve with the money I spent months ago in a completely different game. So what was underneath my web camera, the big secret here, is basically just your stats. It kind of tells you the breakdown of everything from how fast you can move to how far you can target. And what's really important here is your capacitor. So if it says stable, it means with everything on, like it's not going to deplete, it's just going to stay. But if it says like 2 minutes or something like that, that's how long, if you're running everything, it's going to go before it hits 0. Okay, that's how long you can run. Think of like you're actually like this space command guy, and you're like, all right, take power from shields. Torpedoes aren't ready. Scotty, someone call Scotty. You know what I mean? Like that's what's going on basically. It's kind of cool that it breaks down your DPS between like turrets, missiles, and drones. I really like that, and it gives you like a defense rating. You can also switch it here so you can that way see, oh, look, what's the breakdown of that? This, here's my resistance for this, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. That way you can get a kind of a better idea of it. You can click on the capacitor there, get the same thing here. Recharge rate, what's going to happen, capacitor capacity, recharge time, how long it's going to take from 0 to full. And you can go here, targeting, and get the same idea. You get it, guys? Do I have to click on all these? You're starting to understand, right? You can see everything. Get the more advanced breakdown if you click on it, okay. Oh, wait, there's one last thing. I was about to hit the button there. You see, I was like, gonna zombie out and hit the button to stop the recording, but there's one last thing we got to talk about, which is skins. Skins are actually really cool. Bottom left corner, you can click on them, and you can see the skins through the ship tree, too. But if you go down here, pow, skins, boom, there it is, skins for your character. They do expire, so I wouldn't really recommend buying them. I wish they had like permanent ones. I think it's weird that even if you buy it with premium currency, like the skins expire in a couple weeks or something. That's a little bit of a bummer, but I guess it is what it is. If you have a ship a couple weeks, I guess you're doing pretty good anyway, huh? Oh yeah, and this yellow bar, this is your power grid. So basically what happens is you only can have so much on your ship. If you have too much, you're overstressing your ship. It's not going to work. The modules won't function. So AKA, don't just throw the biggest, baddest, nuclear fusion, double rocket launcher, jet boost. You're going to blow it. It's not going to work. All right, well, I suppose that's probably going to have to do it for this video because my cat is attacking my computer's power cord, and we're really gambling that she's not about to just end this video for us anyway. So with that being said, if you did like the video, consider subscribing. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to have simply explained next time. I'm not above taking a few feedbacks. Yeah, that's going to do. I'm really enjoying Ev Echoes. I'm kind of curious to know if you guys are enjoying Ev Echoes too. I've been playing like too much.